These curses shall be a sign forever. Forever. The curses is not going nowhere. I don't care what anybody tells you, right? They lie. I tell you guys, the Romans and the Greeks have gotten a hold of this word, right? They tell you that Jesus died to put away the curse of the law. The curse of the law, which was talked about in context, meaning the penalty, right? The penalty that's going to happen to you, right? The curse of the Lord does not mean the curses of your disobedience, right? Let me make that clear to you guys, for the people out there that's caught in these Roman and these Greek ideologies, man. The curse of the Lord, what Paul talks about, mean the penalty that's going to happen to you, right? Jesus died the death that you were supposed to die, right? Jesus died the death that you're supposed to die every time you commit fornication, every time you commit adultery, every time you don't honor the Sabbath, every time you don't honor your mother and your father and commit and all the law, statutes, and commandments, right? Right? You're covered under the blood, right? That's what that means, right? Jesus put away the curse of the law, meaning the penalty that's supposed to happen to you after you break the laws, right? The curse of the law has nothing to do with the curses of the law, statutes, and commandments, right? If that was the case, why did 70 AD happen? What Jesus tells you would happen, right? Luke 21:24, right? They shall flee to the mountains, and they shall be scattered across the four corners of the earth and all that type of stuff. That happened in 70 AD, right? So for all the people out there that say Jesus put away the curse of the law, man, if Jesus put away the curse of the law, why did the curse of Deuteronomy 28 happen? Why did we get scattered across the four corners of the earth, taken in slave ships? Why are we the tail and not the head? Why do the fathers leave the mothers to be single parents? Why are we the most diseased? Why is all this gang banging, and all those curses I talk about in Deuteronomy 28? If Jesus put away the curses of the law, why do we deal with the curses to this day? Right? So again, I tell you guys, the Romans and the Greeks have gotten a hold of this word, and they don't even know the scriptures, right? They don't even know the scriptures. The curse of the law, which what Paul is talking about, means the penalty. The penalty, right? You're not going to be put to death if you work on a Sabbath. You're not going to be put to death if you don't honor your mother and father, right? Jesus died the death that you were supposed to die, right? So that's what the curse of the law means, right? He put away the curse of the law. The curse of the law does not mean that you can live whatever life you want to live, and Jesus died for you so you can do whatever you want to do, right? So I got to make that clear, because like I said, the Romans and the Greeks have took over this word and is leading a lot of brothers and sisters down the path of destruction, right? Got to make that clear.